English medium batches, and today is a very special session. And in this session, I am just going to explain you how you should start preparation for AFB subject. Okay, so although exam is postponed, but it is not the time when we just sit back, relax. Okay, it is a very correct time when we should start preparation with a very correct way. All right. So this is a very special session. So I think everyone is connected with us. So before starting the session, just like this video as well. So normally there are three kinds of aspirants or say bankers who attempt this examination every year. So first kind is of who is from the non-commerce background. So for them to understand accounting definitions, accounting terms, accounting numericals. Okay, so for them it is quite little bit difficult to understand for them. Second kind is of who is from the commerce background. The thing to understand about the accounting chapters, it is quite easy for them. And third kind is of who already learned everything and attempted this examination before, so and just missed the examination by few marks, like say by 1 to 10 marks, and just got 40, between the 40 to 49 marks. Actually these kind of the aspirant already knew everything about the exam pattern and what type of the chapters they should revise. They knew everything. Okay, so what I am just going to do, I am just dividing this session into three parts. First kind is of non-commerce, and second for commerce student, and third is for who already knew everything. Okay, so first slide is for non-commerce background, and if you belong to non-commerce background, please trust me, you do not need to worry about this examination. This examination could be very easy for you if you just read dedicatedly 40 to 50 days. You will hit the exam with 60 to 65 marks minimum. The only thing you have to do, the way I'm just explaining you, the same way you have to follow the things I'm just explaining here, the same way you have to follow. So first thing, you must have the book of the Macmillan or Adda 247 publication. Just a 1 minute, let me remove myself from this slide. Okay, I hope every one of you just purchased the book of the Macmillan, or Adda 247 also launched its book related to accounting and finance for bankers. So you also purchased this. So these books are more than sufficient for clearing the examination. So the first thing, you should have the basic knowledge of the every chapters. Okay, so for that you should start like this. Suppose that you just want to understand everything, you want to just understand individual chapters. Okay, so if you want to understand the chapter related to suppose that bank reconciliation statement, so just go to YouTube search section and just type bank reconciliation statement Adda 247, and you will get a multiple videos related to this particular chapter. Okay, so just listen and try to understand every concept in the video explained, and maintain notes as well. Okay, so from this you should have the basic knowledge, or say you should have the some part of the knowledge to understand the chapter. Okay, so to understand the different things about the chapters. Okay, and after that you should open your book and just understand everything whatever the things are mentioned in the book. After that just open your book and just cover everything related to bank reconciliation statement. That's it, this is more than sufficient for you. Okay, so if you are from the non-commerce background, I am just assuring you that very it is very easy for you. It could be very easy for you if you just dedicatedly just read 40 to 50 days. Okay, that is sufficient. So what you have to do, you have to just pick any individual chapter every day, and you should go through the videos related to videos on the Adda 247. Okay, and just understand everything, and after that open the book and read everything in the chapter. Okay, this is a very correct way to say, this is a very finest way to just boost up your confidence related to this subject. Meanwhile, if you want everything at a one place, like to understand the concepts of every chapter, to understand the numericals, and do the questions which is based on the previous year memory based questions. So if you want everything at a one place, so you can also join me in the foundation batch. Okay, where I discuss everything from zero level to advanced level. Okay, and this batch is going to start from the 7th February 2022. In this batch, I just cover everything related to your upcoming JAIIB examination. So in this batch, you will just get the mock test, ebooks, as well as the live sessions. Okay, and you just this is also a very convenient price. That means you only have to pay 22% of this package, or say you may avail 78% discount. With the help of the code BUY422, you can just avail the 78% discount. So you can also join the foundation batch, where you will just get everything in very organized way. This is our scheduled classes for the foundation batch, where we are just going to start the session, or say I will just going to take the lectures from 7th March. Okay, and this will be till 18th April, before your examination. Okay, so this batch is especially for the English medium aspirant. So in this upcoming batch, the recent batch is going to start from the 7th March, and it is a foundation batch where I just try to cover every possible questions related to your AB examination. So this is a schedule where I will just going to take class on the 7th March, and that timing will be from 9 to 10:30 p.m. of the classes. And the structure of these classes is organized in very fine way. Means purpose of our class is to provide knowledge in very systematic way. Okay, and the benefit of this foundation batch is you will going to understand each and every important concepts, as well as the numericals, and all numericals we just discussed, that all will be based on the previous year memory based questions. Okay, so you can also join in the foundation batch. Meanwhile, the way you should just prepare for the examination, if you just do not want to join our foundation batch, the way I'm just explaining, you should first you should first search the individual chapter in the YouTube search section. After that, just understand everything, and after that, just open your book and just maintain the notes as well. Okay, so this is a very correct way to just gathering knowledge about every chapter, or say to understand the basic understanding for every chapter. Okay, so now we are just going to cover second kind of the aspirant, or say second type of the bankers, who are from the commerce background, and accounting is just a cakewalk for them. Okay, so you only need to go through the books as well as the MCQs. You only need to go through the books as well as the MCQs, because the question pattern of the JIB examination is quite different whatever you read in earlier classes. Okay, so you have to just analyze it, and you only need to just 30 to 40 days dedication study for covering its all the chapters, whatever the mentioned in the syllabus. So meanwhile, you can also join me in the foundation batch and MCQs batch, that is going to start from the this month, from the 31st January. Okay, so in by after joining these batches, you just do not need to worry about the numericals questions. I will explain everything in my batch, and you only need to watch that videos. And you can also join my MCQs batch, and that is going to start from the 31st January. And this is a schedule for the MCQs batches. Just go through that. This is a scheduled batch, and in this I will just cover every possible questions related to upcoming JIB examination. Okay, so this batch is going to start from the 31st January, and this will just run till the 25th February. Okay, so you can also join me in the for MCQs batches. So by joining MCQs batches, it would be a perfect revision for you, because you know you already read everything related to accounting in very detailed way. And in JAB, you do not need to just do the hard work. You only need to do the smart work for you. And I also take the classes which is not the part of the paid batches. I daily take the class in this YouTube channel in the Officers Adda 247. I daily take the class every morning in the 6:30 a.m. Okay, and this is not the part of any paid batch. Okay, so you can also join me there, and you will just find some very important numericals, and that numericals of whatever I discuss in my YouTube sessions, that all will be based on the previous year memory based questions. Okay, so you can also just watch that videos on the YouTube, and meanwhile you if you just want, you can also join me in the MCQs batch. After that, now I am covering a third type of aspirants, or say bankers, who already just learnt everything and attempted this examination before. So you only need to do practice of the MCQs and mock tests. That's it. Okay. You just only need to do practice of the MCQs and mock test, and this would be a sufficient for you. So, if I'm just talking about the aspirants who already learned everything and attempted this examination earlier, so seriously, if I say that is, you only need to just go through the MCQs and mock tests and nothing else. You can just join me in my MCQs batch, and that batch, like I discussed, that batch is going to start from the 31st January. Okay, so you can catch me there. Okay, and meanwhile, you can also join me before 1 month of the examination in any running batches. Okay, you can also join me there. So, I also start a special series of the session that I discussed earlier. That is that I take the classes at 6:30 a.m. Every day. You just catch me there at 6:30 a.m. on the Officers Adda 247. Okay, and in that sessions I discuss questions that based on the memory based question, and that all would be sufficient for you. Okay, so you can also join me in the MCQs batch, and this is very necessary for giving the final touch for your preparation. Okay, now the next thing which is very important in terms of starting preparation as well as giving final touch for your preparation, and so there are some very important chapters, or say there are some very scoring chapters. From that chapters you can get minimum 40 to 50 marks very easily in the exam. So these are the chapters, and you cannot escape these chapters for the examination. So the first chapter, that is YTM, yield to maturity. From this chapter you will definitely get the questions related to the value of the bond, yield of the bond. Okay, so this chapter is very essential to understand. You cannot skip this chapter for the exam point of view, because these all are the chapters which is written here. These all are the chapters, very scoring chapters from the exam point of view, and from these chapters you can just get minimum 40 to 50 marks in the exam. All right, so in the item chapter you will get the questions like value of the bond, yield of the bond. You have to just calculate that. Okay, in capital budgeting you will just find the questions like the present value, future value. And in the ratio analysis chapter, from this chapter you will get the questions related to like current ratio, quick ratio, inventory turnover ratio, debt equity ratio. So the chapter is very important. Ratio analysis chapter is very important, and it is a very scoring chapter also, and you will find multiple questions from the ratio analysis chapter. Or say this chapter is the examiner's favorite chapter, because you will get the theoretical as well as the numerical questions, a lot of theoretical and lot of numerical questions based on this chapter. So this chapter is most important for preparation of the AFB subject. Okay, after that another chapter, that is foreign exchange arithmetic, and it is quite easy as well as a scoring chapter. And from this you will find the questions related to currency exchange. Okay, after that another chapter, that is also a most favorite chapter from the exam point of view, or say that is a most favorite chapter of the examiner, that is a bank reconciliation statement. And this chapter actually provides you basic understanding of the cash book and passbook. Okay, so that's why this chapter is a very favorite for the examiner. So the ratio analysis is the most important. Bank reconciliation statement is the most important chapter. Means these chapters you cannot skip. Okay, and after that another chapter, that is depreciation, and this chapter is also very important. And you will get questions, all questions related to the methods like straight line method, declining balance method, double declining balance method, sum of your result method, and you will find all of the questions related to these methods. Some questions are of the theoretical and some questions are of the numericals. You will find all the questions related to the depreciation, so that's why it is also a very important, or say very scoring chapters. After that, another chapter, that is a trial balance, and that is all about matching the debit and credit entries and rectification of the errors. So you will find multiple questions also from the trial balance. Because trial balance is also important in terms because it will just check your knowledge about the journal entries, laser entries. Okay, so that's why this chapter just most important and just most scoring chapter from the exam point of view. So the chapters I discussed here, that all are very important and scoring from the exam point of view, and you cannot skip these chapters if you just want to clear the examination with a good marks. So you have to just focus on these chapters first. Okay, after that so that's all for this session, and I hope the session will be very useful for you guys. If you just liking our content, please do not forget to hit the like button. And every morning you can catch me at 6:30 a.m. and where I discuss a very important questions related to memory based questions of the previous years. Okay, if you have not downloaded the Adda 247 application, just download this and subscribe the Officers Adda 247 YouTube channel so that you can get the notifications of the live sessions, lectures. Okay. If you have not joined us on the Telegram channel, you can also join us on the Telegram channel also, and you can find the PDF quizzes and live classes link as well. And please do not forget to hit the like button and share this video to your friends and subscribe the channel also.